Oh, we're live.
Hey, we're live.
That's what they say. Anybody in here? Oh, there's 3 peeps in here.
Just checking my pulse. Make sure I'm alive.
You're alive. You haven't started to smell yet. Who's in here? Peeps, say hello. It says there's... And tell me if you can hear us, because we've changed the setup a little. Added a little microphone.
I always wing it a little bit when we
Oh, hello, old man Jim H.
Howdy.
Okay.
That man's been flooding us with suggestions lately. I can't keep up.
My list is ridiculously long now, thanks to you. But I did ask for it.
You did. It's
right?
true.
I did ask for it.
He's dropped some magic on us lately, so.
It's true.
Yeah.
How is the audio? Is it okay, or give me a thumbs up? Let me know. Can you guys even hear us? No?
Just in case they can't.
Oh, it's good. Okay, good.
All right. Thank you, sir. Good to hear.
So what are you up to today, since you're the only one willing to chit-chat? I grouted some tile today, even though my right arm is mostly useless still. I managed it, just barely.
I emptied a fish tank and cleaned the filter.
Yes, we liberated the turtles.
From our horrific captivity.
Hello, Les Brady from Liverpool. What time would it be there?
I don't know.
It's going to be
Early evening.
Dinner time?
Early evening, 7 o'clock.
What is
it's
for
Basil.
Hi,
Basil, it's 2 a.m. I love you, man, but I think maybe you're going too far.
We appreciate the dedication, but you should be sleeping.
Oh, picking apples. Nice.
He's picking apples and watching us?
I want to know how old is old man in Jim H's world if he's out there picking apples.
I don't know. Old men can pick apples too.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey. Big Gary Newman fan. Gotta thank whoever put us back onto the Gary Newman.
It's true. I'm trying to think of who it was, but I can't actually remember. But it's been a little while since we did a Gary Newman reaction. We have to record some today, so I'll put Gary Newman on our list because it's been a little while.
Excellent thought.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent thought.
But it's beautiful weather here today. Very sunny, clear sky.
Yep.
So we're just getting a few chores done. But so thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
We're celebrating our 1-year anniversary.
It's been a ride, hasn't it?
It has been a ride. How many of you in there have actually watched the 1-year anniversary kind of sum up the year thing? Because I think we left a whole bunch of stuff out.
Oh, yeah, way too much. It was already 45 minutes long. And
yeah.
There's so much.
It was weird. So Les says, you got to listen to I Die, You Die, or Metal for Crunchy, or Metal for Crunchy. Oh, I love the crunchy scents. Okay, put it down. Write it down.
All right, I'm on it.
I Die, You Die.
I am the official stenographer today.
Thank you, Bart. He says, I love your reactions, Mike and Ginger. Thank you, Bart. Hi, is it Edoyan? Edoyan?
Where are we? Oh.
I'm terrible. I'm sorry. And also, I didn't bring my reading glasses. So the type here is very small. So Basil really liked the 1-year video. How many of you had actually seen any of those really old videos that we highlighted?
The day one stuff.
Day one stuff is terrible. I look back and I go, ooh.
Yeah, production quality has improved.
It's true. I like to think so. But yeah, it has been a wild ride. So ones that we left off the list, accidentally, or also because it was such a long list, is Liliac is another one of those ones that...
Yep, Mickey's mentioning Liliac right there.
Oh, there we go. Can't wait till Liliac releases Dear Father video. The teaser is great. I saw notifications in my YouTube for something from Liliac, but I haven't looked at it yet, so I haven't checked out the teaser.
I'm going to make a note that that's coming.
Yes. Made your drawing some months ago. Oh! that's why the name was familiar. Remember the
Yes, absolutely.
the draw. What was it called again? Draw your. No, it was.
You're putting my old brain.
It was
on the
the
spot.
reaction, the sketch.
I
video.
remember what it was.
It was
Okay, I still remember.
fabulous. Yeah. Oh, thank you again for that. Actually, we should dig it up and repost it. Because now we've almost doubled our subscribers since it went out. We should dig it up and repost it because it was fabulous. It was very cool.
Post a link on the community page or something.
So, metal has crunchy synths, but I Die You Die is my favorite Newman song. Draw the Awe.
Thank you.
That's what it was called. Yeah, it was so cool. You're very talented, by the way, because I like doing art, but I've never been any good at drawing people, like at all. My people drawing skills are brutally awful. So I'm more into like landscapes, or if I draw people, it's kind of surreal. So it's just like outline sketches without any detail because it's pretty much as good as it gets for me.
And I make Ginger look like Van Gogh. If I tried to draw a person, it would probably look like I don't know. I was going to say a boat, but that's too structured. It would probably look more like just a rock.
Mike's talents lie in other directions.
Yes.
Thank you, Randy, for the anniversary greetings. And Valola, greetings from Poland. Hello. Lots of people from over the other side of the pond. It's nighttime for you guys.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Yeah, it's good.
It's interesting that so many of our viewers are in Europe or Asia.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? It kind of makes sense given that there's very little we can react to here that we haven't already seen.
Yeah.
That the North Americans are familiar with.
Mm-hmm. It's true. But also...
And doesn't get blocked.
That's the thing, right? I find it's really weird. A lot of the US and Canadian stuff gets blocked. Straight up blocked.
Or restricted visibility, and it can only be seen by like 13% of our audience.
I'll be right back.
Northern Norway. Roy, how far north is Northern Norway? What's your latitude? We're around 43 where we live now. Red Nighthawk. Hi from Sweden. Hi to Sweden too. I got to say, over Norway, Sweden area, Denmark, there's so many cool things we've listened to. Love it. Oh no.
What?
Les has been stung by a bee on his backside.
Oh no, that's the worst.
And Roy is above the Arctic Circle in Norway.
Oh my. What's the temperature there? I'm curious because it's summertime, right?
Summer.
So what's the temperature where you are, Roy? Because I'm curious. Above the Arctic Circle sounds terrible, but in summertime, right? Like, I wonder what temperature it is. Have you checked out Melody from Liliac's art? No. Oh, so all the paintings in their videos. I'm wondering if I've even noticed any of the paintings in their videos.
Yeah, I'll have to take a look.
Most of the videos we've seen of theirs have been live stuff, so I don't know if they have.
Yeah.
But I'll have to check it out because that's very cool. It's nice when they're multifaceted.
Right?
Right? A lot of them are. So where are you guys planning on moving to once you sell the house?
South.
Our primary target is Costa Rica. That could change if conditions change, but right now that's the goal that we're running towards. We had a few on the short list. Italy was originally on the short list, and Italy kind of screwed that up because their immigration regime and some of their political choices are turned us off quite a bit.
Visa requirements are difficult.
Ridiculous. Yeah. So Costa Rica for now. That's where we're thinking. 15 degrees Celsius. That's not bad, actually.
It's August.
15 degrees in August is Mike's idea of exactly perfect, actually. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but I'm at the point where minus 40 in January is not so cool.
It's true. It's true. One of the reasons we chose Costa Rica is like, oh, where can we go where there's no snow?
Yep.
Yeah.
A little elevation to keep me out of the 90 degrees like in Georgia there.
Oh, actually, well, the thing about 90 degrees in Georgia is it's so swampy, right? Am I wrong? Or is it? It's swampy down there, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the kind of heat that just
Wet and
clings
sticky,
to you.
just like our heat here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Surrounded by Great Lakes, it gets very muggy here in the summer.
Yeah, it does. It does. Oh, so yeah, 1 year in, and we're almost at 50,000 subscribers, which is amazing to me, right? Like,
Thanks to you guys and
yeah,
good
you
people
guys are
like you.
awesome. Hey, don't forget to vote for me, the Fab Over 40 contest.
Look at how fab she is. I vote for her every day.
There's a link on our community page. There's a few more rounds to go, but we based in our own juices.
I feel you. I feel you.
That should be the motto for Georgia. It should be on your license plates.
I like your thinking.
I have a few friends who live in Georgia, and I think they would agree. Red Night Hawk, thank you. But you can vote every day for free every day. And actually today the paid votes, and I'm not really big on flogging the paid votes, but the money does go to charity. So the paid votes today are 2 for 1. So anybody who wants to up the vote for me on paid votes would be magnificent. But
is it the same charity every day? I saw the other day they were going to cancer. Is that what it is every day?
Yeah, it is. It's I believe it's breast cancer, but I think it said women's charities. So I'm not entirely certain if they don't just pool it all together and fan it out over a couple. But to be honest, it's not that clear. Happy anniversary, Ginger and Mike from Cologne, Germany. Thanks for loads of reactions. I was able to watch and enjoy. Thank you. Thank you for watching and enjoying.
And
We try.
Don't miss above there.
What is that? Congrats, you guys. You're my favorite people. Thank you, Jamie. I've been voting for you. Thank you, Jamie. The voting would really help because, to be honest, the prize money would be huge.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to lie, right? Like, I'm trying to finish this house, and the prize money for that contest is $40,000, and that would get this house completely finished, and we would be ready to go on our next adventure.
Yes.
So.
You know what? I'm going to go get my glasses because I can.
You can't read it?
I can read the comments, but I can't quite make out with the different typeface, the different color, most of the names.
Yeah. Can you grab my reading glasses while you're down there?
Absolutely.
Because I have old lady eyes too.
I don't have old lady eyes.
Yes, you do. So did you ever do a reaction of Paulina? I can't read that. Gararina called. No, that does not sound familiar to me. But when Mike gets back, he can type that into our document here where we're going to keep track of suggestions. Got my tickets for Aurora next. Oh, I'm so jealous, John. I would love to see Aurora live. Unfortunately, there's no concerts happening for the next, at least, probably the next year for us because 2 reasons. It's very, very difficult to travel right now for us, period. Because we still have a bunch of travel restrictions, but also every dime of money we make has to go into this house so we can get it finished and sell it and move. So no concerts for us. We've bought a couple of album sets, but I don't even know if we'll be able to keep doing that because we really need the money to go towards the house. But I'm jealous. You'll have to tell me exactly how it goes. Happy birthday. That's not my birthday. It's our anniversary, though. Like our channel anniversary. So I cannot. Oh, good. He's brought my glasses. I can't read these.
Glasses
That's
for you.
not them.
That's not the right ones? Oh,
It's
I'm
okay.
Sorry.
Never mind.
Sorry, man.
You can read for me. So there's a suggestion in here. Paulina, can you read that?
Give me a second.
Gararina.
Paulina.
Put that on the list.
Why is this not making anything clearer? Never mind.
That's not helping.
It's not far enough away from my glasses. All right.
Oh, old man Jim H. seconds that. Paulina. You will love Animal Soul by our queen. Who's their queen? Who's our queen? Well, I know who my queen is, but I don't think she sings. Oh. Okay, we've got Paulina on the list. Oh, Aurora. Is she your queen? She's more like a princess. I don't know if she'd be, actually, from what I hear about Aurora and what it seems like, from what I've seen from her, I don't know if she'd appreciate being called the queen. Right? She seems to be pretty unassuming, kind of like not all that interested in limelight and sort of, or like normal, right? Like she seems very normal, down to earth, kind of, she doesn't want the fuss. So, which is what, who's your queen, old man Jim H?
Come on, he's talking ginger. You know he's got to be talking ginger.
Old man Jim H loves the ginger. So I bet Tatiana is the one on his list. Oh, you'll be glad to see I'm wearing my wedding ring. Oh, Mike took his off again.
I was doing chin-ups.
I was doing grout today. I forgot to take it off. That was probably a mistake. But I didn't break it or wreck it. So
King Mike.
King Mike.
Oh, somebody asked earlier, I forgot to answer, what was the yelling? That's just the 19-year-old in the next room playing video games.
So you guys heard that, eh? Yeah, my 19-year-old daughter. I warned her. I was like, we're going on our call soon. So she's playing. Yelling. What's she playing? She's playing Fortnite with a bunch of her friends. So, and when she has her headphones on, she can't tell how loud she is, and she's 19, so she's kind of careless sometimes. So
that's how they roll.
Yeah, I don't know what she's yelling at. She plays video games like my dad used to play video games. Just constantly yelling at the TV.
Nice.
So, hit the like button. Thank you. Does she play on Twitch? Yes. I believe she does. But I don't know enough about that to tell you for sure. She says to me, oh, for your live chats, I'll teach you how to use Streamlabs. I said, oh, okay. I don't have any idea what that is, but one of these days she's going to teach me how to do that. I did ask her how to teach me how to use Twitch, because I feel like we're missing out somehow not using Twitch, but I don't know. I don't know enough about these things. Technology frustrates me a lot, really. Like I'm seriously like that old lady that I wish I still had one of those gigantic analog cell phones. Or like the brick phone. I wish I still had that because it was so simple and it was easy to use. But no.
All right, Jabrax says Indonesia has come. All right, Indonesia. Lots of viewers
Hello.
over there.
Check out Nothing But Thieves. I think you'll like them. Put that on the list, please. The vocalist has a great voice. Impossible live at Abbey Road. So Impossible would be the song, I think. Live at Abbey Road. When was the last concert we went to? Oh, mid-year. Actually, last
February.
Not this past February, but the one before. Yeah, 2020.
Yep.
February. We went to Daryl's House restaurant, and that is Daryl Hull from Hall & Oates has a restaurant in, is it Connecticut?
Pawling, New York. Right on the border with Connecticut.
Yeah,
basically.
Pawling, New York. And Midge-Ure, who used to be the front man for Ultravox, was playing a live acoustic show.
Yep.
And it was magnificent. Not only the food at the restaurant was top notch.
Oh, the pork bellies were to die for.
But then Midge's performance was exceptionally good. One of the best concerts I've ever been to, actually.
Yep.
Mike's a huge Midge-Ure fan, so it was a huge treat for him. We drove and spent the weekend down there for that. But right before they locked everything down for COVID.
Yeah, the next month I was working at home and haven't been back to the office since, so it was like right at the end.
Mm-hmm. It was a fabulous concert. He is so good live. Like he told it was an intimate little setting. So, because it's like a restaurant, it's like a bar inside. It's not very big. So there was maybe a couple hundred people at the most, right? So it was a nice intimate setting, and he told a bunch of stories between songs, and he took questions from the crowd. So it was fabulous. He was really good.
He was almost in the Sex Pistols.
Yeah, that story was good. Let's see. That was the last one we went to. Well, what about before that?
Was the Morrissey show the last one before that?
Yeah.
Maybe?
We saw Morrissey a couple years before that, who was also fabulous.
Yeah,
we
I
don't
think
do
that
a
was
lot of concerts.
some point in 2019, Morrissey.
Yeah.
So it wasn't too far before Midge, but
I used to
that
do a
was
bunch of
amazing,
concerts, but we don't do a lot together because we don't love crowds. It's
Yeah.
kind of hard to get in a concert without it being in the crowd. Basil says Twitch is great if you do live stream and play some music. I won't get blocked by YouTube. Yeah, I mean the YouTube blocks. So I'm of two minds about the YouTube blocks. A lot of people get really frustrated about YouTube blocking videos, and it's frustrating for us too. But the truth is, YouTube blocks are to help us. They're really for our benefit, because the truth is, without them, if we just posted stuff up, the artists could sue us, right? Like if we didn't know, if we didn't have a warning, then we could get sued, and we certainly can't afford a lawsuit. So the YouTube blocks help us. They have a dispute process, and there's a ton of artists that are really good about once you dispute it, they'll just let it go. Like who's a perfect example? Poets of the Fall are amazing. There's a couple of their last one that we did, Angel, was blocked, and within 2 or 3 days of logging a dispute, they let it go. So, and they've let go all of their videos. I think that we did for them, they've let go.
Yeah.
So a lot of artists, especially the newer ones now, are really good about, for reaction channels, being really good and fair about it. So I'd rather do that process and save us the legal trouble.
Yeah, it's better to be blocked on. Like we don't lose too many to total blocks.
No,
you know,
there's only
one in 25, maybe something like that. I'd rather lose the few minutes of reacting and hour or whatever processing.
Then
1 in 25, then
legal
run
risk.
into trouble.
Yeah. Because we've already got some legal troubles we're dealing with. I don't want more.
Oh, now I feel bad.
Why?
Les shoveled his dinner down his throat to come back and rejoin us.
Oh.
If he gets indigestion, I'm gonna feel
What'd
guilty.
you have for dinner? I want to know. The best concert I went to was Aurora. No doubt in my mind, she was the best live performer I've ever seen. John says, I have no doubt that that's true. She's probably an excellent. Well, we've done a couple of her live performances, and they were always really good. Yeah. Shit. It's really one thing when you can when you go see somebody live and they sound just as good on stage or even better than they do on the recordings. There's been a few concerts I've been to where it's obvious they benefit from the music mixing process,
the studio.
Right? And on stage they're just trash, right? It's just you can't even listen to it. There's been a couple like that, but most of the time, the people we've seen live have been just as good or better on stage than they are on a recording, which is a real treat, because that's really, I mean, I don't go so I can see you from 500 meters back, right? Like I go so I can hear what you're like live, right? So yeah. I wonder how many of them lip sync.
I don't know.
I know Midge's concert, there was no lip syncing there. It was amazing. So
yeah, he was supposed to have an accompanist, remember? But he came down sick, which is funny because like a month later we're all locked down.
Right.
COVID. Yeah. that was the funniest thing, actually. He opened the show. I said, I know you were expecting me to have an accompanist and I'm here alone. But he got sick, so it was either do it myself or
stop
cancel.
shaking the camera.
And he said, if you'd like your money back, you can go. And he goes, no, you can't. I'm Scottish.
I know that about Scotsmen. So Falola says, if I can make a suggestion for a reaction, I would recommend Lighthouse by Lord of the Lost.
We like Lord of the Lost.
We do like Lord of the Lost. And I'll have you guys know, we bought that box set and we had of Damnation
Judas.
and Judas.
Yep.
And we've been holding off listening to it because I didn't want to wreck any of the songs, and Mike put it on last night. So we've listened to
It's a lot, though. We got through
three-quarters
of it.
So
then we had company. So
the new album is mostly spoiled for us now, but I still want to check out the videos when they come out. So I'm back. Okay, so best Frog Leap Studio, Anything Goes. Is that a song? Frog Leap Studio? So another amazing song, Gary Newman's version of On Broadway. I don't know that song. When You're Gone, hopefully many. Oh, yeah. I'm hoping many more to come. Yeah, we have plans that when we move, like we're not going to be getting rid of this channel at all. We actually might want to double down and do more because we're going to be retired and have a lot more time than I have now. Hopefully. So good night, Basil. Thank you for waking up for us. Basil's in Australia and it's like 2:00 in the morning there right now. And he woke up, set his alarm just for us.
It's no wonder we love you, Basil.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I have no reading glasses, so I cannot. Stormer Vets. Hi. Frog Leap Studio is Leo. Oh.
We know Leo.
Yes, we do know Leo.
I mean, not personally.
I don't think we've heard that one, though. That one sounds like... Because we've heard a lot of the Leo...
Is Anything Goes a song or a statement? Anything from Leo is good.
Oh, I don't know. But yeah, so we've heard a bunch of his stuff because he's very popular. He shows up in my feed all the time. So I'll have to see if we can find one that we haven't heard before.
Oh, look at this. Charlotte Sometimes is in the chat.
What? Oh, wow.
Favorite Cure song.
That is his favorite Cure song. Hi from Germany. You're a beautiful couple. I love to watch you too. Thank you, Charlotte. Sometimes. What are you the rest of the time? Found you through Lord of the Lost reactions. Have you ever done the band Hurts? No.
Nope, never heard of them.
Put them on there.
They're on the list.
Suggest the song. Because I've never heard of them. There's a cat in this room who's freaking out about the nails in the wall. He's a little bit weird. So, Frog Leap Studio are Norwegian singers. So that's a band. Frog Leap. Did you put that on there? Frog Leap Studio. How did a Ginger song get on this list?
Didn't say I was going to do it.
It's really something to get Mike to agree to a Ginger song.
I didn't say I agreed to it. I said put it on the list.
Did you like Cure for Me by Aurora? Yes. Oh.
Really much.
I'm sad that was blocked for you. Yeah. This is where VPNs would really be useful. But we loved it. It was so good.
Yeah,
Mike,
really good.
Mike was unusually animated for that one.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Yeah, he really, and we both really enjoyed it. It was a bit of a departure for her. It's so different
in our
from
experience.
a whole bunch of the other Aurora stuff. So it was very cool to see. And we both liked the attitude of it because that's a song that I am a big fan of. Don't just be who you are and don't apologize for it, right? And that song very much was in that spirit, so it was worth it. It was very good. Project Aegis, so 2 more Project Aegis songs to do? Is there only 3? Oh, I guess it was the project, right?
I think there's probably more suggestions in the comments, but clarify here. I'll make note because I'm making notes. So now's the time.
Recently discovered. Oh, what does that say? Lazy sunbather. Oh, it's good weather for that. Hi guys, recently discovered you. Really enjoying you.
That sounds like a Morrissey reference to me.
Oh,
Lazy Sunbathers is a song.
Is it?
Maybe I'm reading
is it
too
like
much
spent
into
the day in bed? That was
way
a good
older.
one. We love Morrissey, actually. One of our all-time favorites. There's got to be a dozen Morrissey and Smith's CDs in this house, for sure.
Yep.
For sure. We have a big poster on the wall in the living room, like a framed poster of the Smiths with the rare 5th Smith
Craig
poster.
Gannon is in it too.
Yeah.
5 Smiths in that
Yeah,
poster.
5 Smiths. Please review German DJ Wumpscott's song Wreath of Barbs. Well,
sorry. I gotta go.
You're slacking, my secretary. Hertz is a great band. Wings, Miracle, Wonderful Life. Oh, so many. Lights, great song to dance to. Oh, I like the dance ones.
So we're talking Wonderful Life or Lights.
Yep.
What was the other one?
Wings, Miracle. So Charlotte sometimes says Hurt's most popular song is Wonderful Life.
Well, I got it.
Lazy Sunbather says, yes, it is a Moz reference. See? Fandom confirmed.
The Lazy Sunbathers.
Now he's singing it.
I'm a terrible singer.
But he does love Morrissey, that's for sure. We both do,
Yep.
right? Like, nothing beats a Morrissey lyric, for sure, right? It's hard to come up with one that I don't like. Project Aegis, Collide and Spark and Angel in the Ashes. I don't know if that's, I think it's 2 songs, Collide and Spark and Angel in the Ashes. And Underpass by John Fox is amazing. John Fox was the lead singer of Ultra Fox before Midyear took over.
It's true.
Do you know him?
Yeah, I'm not a real big fan of the pre-Midge era.
No?
No.
Why?
It's got more of a, I don't know, more of a punky kind of vibe to it.
Oh, okay.
It's a little more hardcore, like early new wave sound.
Mm.
A little less, I guess. Later, you're getting a little more. It's not really poppy, but more synth pop than early new wave sound in the mid era, and I prefer the latter. So, I did know about John Fox. I have heard a bunch of stuff. I just like it less personally.
I'll be perfectly honest. Until I met Mike, I had no idea what Ultravox was. I don't know if I'd ever even heard any of their stuff before.
Big fan.
I'm a convert.
That's good.
If that helps.
Good.
I'm a convert. Yeah, I was more into grunge and hard stuff.
What is it? Collide and Spark and Angel in the Ashes.
Yes.
Man, Jim H is asking if we're near Banff.
No, we're nowhere near Banff.
Nowhere near Banff, but I love it. I've been.
He's been. I've never been. We're in Ontario. We're in southern Ontario, so we're actually several days away from Banff. So not even close, sadly. We couldn't afford to live there anyway. It's very expensive, even just to visit. My parents actually just came back from, they have a big trailer and they decided to just hook it up and drive out west. So they spent, what were they? 5 weeks, 6 weeks maybe? Just driving out to the west coast and then driving back. So they saw Banff. Some really nice pictures. So, Big Mike, did you put Polina Gagarina on your list?
Yes, I did.
Yes. And Lazy Sunbather says, they're sure you have a lovely singing voice.
Nope.
No.
No.
He has many lovely traits, but singing is not one of them. Neither one of us can sing worth a damn.
Niagara Falls is actually my hometown.
Yes.
As a wee baby.
Mm-hmm.
I worked at Marineland for one summer, lived with my grandparents.
For those of you who know what Marineland is, for those of you that don't, it's like an amusement park with fish.
Orcas.
Yeah. Well, there's a whole bunch of fish there,
That's
right?
true.
Like it's like SeaWorld.
Yeah,
it's smaller.
It's a third-rate SeaWorld. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Has a couple of really good roller coasters, though. So, I really wish I had my glasses. Oh, Les Brady had chicken curry. Oh, he's in the UK, right?
Yep.
That's a pretty common thing down there. I haven't had a chicken curry in years.
You know what, Les? I'm gonna listen to Underpass by John Fox solo. I don't know if we'll react to it, but I am curious about what his solo stuff sounds like.
Oh, Belleville too. So Stormervettes. Am I reading that right? I can't even. It's been to Belleville too. That's a little bit further away from us. I think Niagara Falls is closer.
Oh, great! Now I've got the jingle in my head. Thanks, Randy.
A funny thing about the Marineland jingle, for any of you who have actually seen a Marineland commercial, and maybe that's not very many, but you could probably check it. There's probably a Marineland commercial on YouTube somewhere. But they had this jingle that was
for
like
years and years.
so addictive. I remember my eldest son, Julian, when he was just a little baby, maybe 1.5. Every time that commercial came on the TV, whatever he was doing, he would stop dead like he was hypnotized and just stare at the TV and listen to this song.
Niagara Falls, Ontario.
It was brutal, right? But it would every time completely focused on the television for the commercial, and then once it was done, he'd go back to whatever he was doing, like nothing happened. It was really weird. And he's not the only kid that I know that did that.
Oh no!
It was a big.
Yeah.
I don't know what. Whoever wrote that jingle was like a hypnotist or something. It was magical.
Do you know where those glasses are?
Yes, they're in the living room on the little TV table.
I will go.
Or actually, they're on the kitchen counter because I had.
See, now the second guess comes.
They're on the kitchen counter because I had to pull them out so I could read the instructions on the bag of grout.
I will try again, see if I can get you the right
Thank
ones.
you, sir. You are kind. It's true. I went to Walmart a couple of weeks ago because I'd lost and broken all of my reading glasses, and I found a set that was like 3 pairs in one package, all the same. And I totally bought those because I'm constantly losing them or breaking them. Well, with all the stuff I do, all the renovations in the house and whatnot, they get underfoot and I step on them. Or there's Shadow. This is Shadow. He's my daughter's cat. He's not very sociable. He's a little ticked off at me right now. Thank you. That's perfect.
He's stealing my chair just fine, though.
You can move him. You're bigger.
Don't sit. I'm about to kick you off.
Oh, that's better. See, there we go. I'm in the UK, but I need to tell you how much I love Trailer Park Boys. Oh,
Lord.
I think I've seen like one episode of Trailer Park Boys, and there is some humor in it that I find funny, but there's a lot of it that I just can't tolerate. I don't know what it is about it. It's just never grabbed me.
You're more of a Letterkenny girl.
I don't even know what you're talking about now.
You've seen little clips and laughed.
I never watched Letterkenny.
You've seen clips that you didn't know were Letterkenny, and I've seen you laugh at them.
Okay, small clips maybe. Same with Trailer Park Boys, though. There's stuff that I've seen that I laugh at, but for a whole episode, I don't know. Maybe it's the excessive swearing. It's funny because I'm not that sensitive to swearing. I actually have a bit of a sailor mouth myself, but
it's her native tongue. Can confirm.
It's true. But yeah, I have trouble sitting listening to or watching something that is just riddled with F words. Yeah, I get tired of it. Oh, maybe this is how people feel about listening to me when I do construction.
Yes, I can confirm that.
Oh, well.
This is a terrible Trailer Park Boys episode.
I look like who's that one with the glasses?
Bubbles?
Bubbles? Is that his name? Now I look like him with these glasses on. Would love for you to react to my favorite Canadian Sarah McLachlan. We have done 2 Sarah McLachlan songs in the past. One of them was a Christmas one. Mm-hmm. Oh, Come All Ye Faithful, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah. And then we did Ice Cream, which is one of my favorite ones.
But Sarah McLachlan's been all over our radio for 30 years.
Yeah, it's hard to pick one that I am a gigantic Sarah McLachlan fan. I had, or used to have before our house fire, a ton of her albums. So it's going to be you'd be hard pressed to find one I haven't heard before.
Yeah, maybe pick up a live version of something that we like.
But I will say, and I can't say why, because of privacy reasons, but where I work in a call center, and I have actually spoken to Sarah McLachlan on the phone personally, at least once for sure. But and I can honestly say she was one of the nicest, sweetest, most gracious people I've ever spoke to on the phone, right? And just even as a normal person, right? Like not even just gracious for a celebrity, like gracious as a normal person. She was amazing. We had a good little chat. She has a good sense of humor. So yeah, that's my little brush with celebrity. So She's amazing. I absolutely love her.
Okay. You have to help me out with this Indonesian song. Senja and
Senja and Pagi featuring Farhad and Alfie Rev. I don't know if that's the name. Yeah, I think
So
that's the name of the song. ALFFY.
All right.
Rev. Old man Jim H loves Shadow. Shadow's a little bit of a jerk. He's kind of aloof. We have 3 cats in the house now because my daughter moved back in and she's got 2 cats of her own. So Shadow and one named Boots. Boots is quite sweet and adorable, but Angus is a little ticked off about having to share a space with 2 new cats these days. So that's not always going so well. So, John Henrik. Red Nighthawk says, please react to John Henrik Fjallgren, a Swedish Sami. Sami? He was adopted from Colombia. Wow, that's a bit of a trek from
That's a long way
Colombia
to go,
Sweden.
right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, I got the name.
Okay, Les Brady swears you'll love Underpass by John Fox.
Oh, we're going to find out.
We're going to hold you to that.
We're going to find out.
I forgot to say we love Ivor too. What a coincidence. Oh, Undo Your Mind by Ivor. Absolutely love her.
Fillmore Ivor is not a challenge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's nice to have suggestions for good ones. So, and I haven't heard that one yet. There's been a few Ivor songs that I've actually I've picked up and listened to without reacting to because I absolutely love her. And Matzi says, suggest another Finnish band, Leningrad Cowboys.
Nice name. I like it.
That sounds like it could be a lot of fun. I should dress up for that one. Especially the older stuff like Live and Prowins.
Spell it.
PROWINZZ.
All right. Got it.
Okay. Portugal, it's 7:40 p.m. Thank you, Annabelle. Thank you for the congratulations. Thank you for loving us. We appreciate you being here. So not quite bedtime there. It's like cocktail hour.
It's prime time.
Yes. Would you please react to Indonesian prodigy guitarist Isabella? Oh, she's on my list. You add her on this list too, but I've screen capped a couple comments for her to put her on the list to react to. Isabella. She's a finger guitarist like Alipita.
Cool.
Aurora has an unreleased song called Animal Soul. You will love it. If it's unreleased, how am I going to hear it?
That's a very good question.
Oh. Don't suggest pirated stuff to us, guys.
Maybe it's just not released as a single.
It could be.
If you have her album, you get it. I don't know.
I guess that's true.
Clarify that for us.
Yeah.
We'll see what we can do with it.
Yeah, and like to be honest, I got an email. We got an email recently from someone who offered the Epica stream to me, and I'm sorry I haven't replied to you yet. If you're in the stream, but I do. We always appreciate when the Nightwish did their live stream too. We got a couple people that offered to give us the link to the stream, and we appreciate the sentiment behind offering that, and certainly we would like to watch those. But I do have we're really, really strong about wanting to support the artists as much as we can. And when they're releasing a paid stream, if we haven't paid for the stream, I'd rather not take advantage of it just out of principle.
Yep.
Just because, I mean, like I said, we like to support the artists and we don't want to capitalize on something like that. I think it's bad form. And it's not that we don't appreciate the offer. It's just not something we're going to take advantage of. We'll wait because eventually those streams come live for free.
Often, yeah.
Eventually, we'll catch it then, or we'll fork out the money to do it ourselves and feed the artist's children, kind of thing. So let's see. So he says it's on YouTube. Animal Soul. Did you put it? Okay, that would be great. And more of the Alfie Rev. Okay, so you have that on the list already?
I have that on the list, yep.
So where are we at now? Almost 45 minutes. So guys, it's been a good year for us. we're pretty happy with where we've got so far.
Absolutely.
So much new music. It's ridiculous. My playlist has grown exponentially.
Yeah, your Spotify Lite songs. Yes. Way into 4 digits.
It's true. Sure. That's funny because I know there's people out there that they work magic with Spotify where they have playlists for this and playlists for that. But like I said, I'm an old lady and technology just baffles me. So I have liked songs and that's it. Right? Like if I like it and I put a little heart on it,
done.
That goes on the list and it's all the same list because I don't know how to make different playlists.
I keep offering to show her. I've got different playlists for different moods and purposes.
I just know that I'm going to lose things if I do that. They're going to vanish. This happens to me.
Do we like Billy Idol?
Yes. Actually, I've heard that he's got a new album coming out. And
how can you be Gen X and not like Billy Idol at least a little bit?
Oh, freaking love Billy Idol. He's such a badass. I love his attitude. He's got sass. I love the ones that have sass. Yeah, you know what? Bitter Taste. I think somebody suggested it, and I might have put it in my phone to check out.
Make sure to add it to this list.
I don't lose it. Because, oh yeah, we love Billy Idol. Newman videos. Suze, what have you got on that list for?
Well, I've taken down I Die, You Die, Metal, on Broadway.
So far?
Those will be the next things we get to, I guess.
Those are the Newman videos that we have coming. Lad and Dad Detectorists. It's really funny. I'm curious sometimes about the way people choose their usernames for... I'm sure there's stories behind everybody's username. Sometimes, it's funny because sometimes I'll go through the comments section of our videos or whatever. And when somebody's a certain username pops up or whatever, I'll always just take a minute to think, oh, I wonder what made them pick that name. Old Man Jim H. Need more. Oh, Isabella is good, but my favorite is Tina S. Who's Tina? Oh, Tina S. Another fingerstyle guitarist that we missed out on. Jamie's suggesting Vok. I hope I said that right. A band from Iceland. I gotta be honest. So, well, not that I'm not always honest, but the talents that come from like Northern Norway and Iceland and like the Faroe Islands, I think because of the climate they have there and like the weird sunlight patterns that they have, they seem to be creative in a different way than most places, right? Like, I don't know. It's not necessarily that it's better, but look at Bjork is a good example, right?
Yeah.
Their creative process just seems to be completely different from just about anybody else from other places. It's just but it seems to be almost kind of regionally focused.
Yeah, maybe just different background, right? Not even necessarily the process is different, but you're coming from a different background in terms of your traditional music and folklore. Yeah.
But it's fascinating, right? Like it's like alien to us, these things, but they're really very cool. Mm-hmm. We have actually, are those books up there?
I will look.
No, they're not. We had some packed up, I guess. We have some very cool books about Norwegian folklore that I've really enjoyed. Okay. Hello from Croatia, Marco. Old man. Oh, okay. He's talking to Jamie now. Try the Portuguese band Amor Electro.
Electric Love?
Oh, you only do that when you're lonely. Time to get out the D batteries. Sorry, that's my humor.
Look at her being all rude.
Jamie lives in Kitchener. You're right down the street from us, sort of. My son lives in Kitchener, actually. Cambridge. I always mix up Kitchener and Cambridge, and I can't figure out why. Jamie, you're close. You got to come for barbecue, man. We got axe throwing in the backyard. You can come for a barbecue. That's super close to us.
Absolutely, do it.
Mm-hmm. You got to message me. So... ME Live. Gary Newman, ME Live. Oh, so Jamie, you gotta email me. We'll set up barbecue before we move away. Yes, I know where Croatia is. Actually, I used to have a couple friends from Croatia. It's been a while, right? Like,
Yeah.
my first husband was Bulgarian, so he had a ton of friends from that area of the world. And his ex-wife is Serbian, so we're familiar with
one of my better friends in high school was Serbian and Croatian. He had one parent of each.
Oh no!
He brought my mom a lovely decorative plate back from where is it on the coast there in Croatia? Famous.
Oh my God, you're asking hard questions.
And we were looking at Italy to relocate, and we were looking like right across the sea from Croatia.
Yeah.
Right?
Actually, yeah, we looked at Croatia too when we were talking about relocation because it's beautiful there.
Mm-hmm.
But it ended up just the places that we liked were too expensive for us. Like, oh.
Moonspell.
What? Oh. The band Moonspell. Annabella. No, where are they from? No, we haven't been to England at all. Actually, Mike's never been to Europe at all, right?
No.
Like, not off the continent. I've been to Europe. I went to Paris for a couple days, and I've been to Bulgaria for a couple months. But that's about it in Europe for me.
I'm actually the only person in my immediate family that hasn't been to England.
Really?
Yeah.
Your sister's?
My sister went with the school band a year or two after I graduated.
Oh.
So she's been. My parents have all been. Just me.
But
my sister's never been to California, and I have. So,
Thank you, Charlotte. Sometimes if you're, I don't know. Where did Charlotte say she was?
I don't know.
It's back in the stream, but I've forgotten. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Well, if you're ever in Ontario, hit us up. We make barbecue. I'm an amazing cook. I'm not even going to be shy about it. For my Twitter feed on Twitter, almost every night, whatever I cook, I put a post up of it for tonight's meat because a bunch of my friends are like food Twitter and fitness Twitter. So we trade recipes all the time. And my tonight's meat posts are very popular.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Germany. Charlotte sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So that's too far for barbecue right now. But if you're ever in Ontario, there you go. Icelandic band Legend. Okay. So the band Legend, and the song is Midnight Champion and City. And we'll just have to randomly pick one. So Latin Dad Detector says he's been to Bulgaria. Sunny beach, amazing place. So Bulgaria was great. I went. So my ex-husband lived in Karlovo, which is kind of in the middle of the country, and we went to the Black Sea. What was it, Nesebur, where we stayed for about a week. It was beautiful there. But yeah, it's an interesting country. When I went, it was 1995. Yeah, I think it was 1995 or 96, somewhere around there. So it's still pretty shortly after the wall fell. So things were still very rebuilding there. It was like being on another planet in many ways. It was very odd for me. That was my first big trip. So it was my first time on an airplane, 13-hour nonstop flight from Toronto to Sofia. It was the real experience, I'll tell you. I don't know if I'd go back. I'd like to, if I went back to that region, I'd probably like to see somewhere else. OT house question. Have you ever refinished hardwood floors? So, okay, I haven't done that, but I did research how to do that because before our fire, we had our original wood floors in this house, and they were 130 something years old. So they needed refinishing very badly. So I did a lot of research how to do that. The tool to remove the finish, the best thing you can do is go and rent one of those big sanders. It's you push it like a vacuum, right? That would be the best tool to use, because especially for a floor, you don't want to be down on your hands and knees sanding by hand, or even with a little hand sander. It would take forever, and you wouldn't really get an even finish with it. So one of those big sanders, at least you get even finish and you don't get these wavy marks. That would be my suggestion for the best way. But you got to make sure too that your hardwood floors are thick enough to be refinished, because a lot of the hardwood floors, they're like engineered hardwood, which means it's got layers. It's a thin layer of real wood on top of like plywood and all this. It's like composite pieces, right?
Some of them you just can't.
Yeah, and if you sand too much off of it, you get down to the crap that's underneath. It's almost like a veneer, so it's super thin. So if you can find an edge of your hardwood, so you can make sure that it's, if it's all solid hardwood, you're fine. But if it's engineered hardwood, you could have a problem, because some of them, the veneer on it's pretty thin, and if you sand it, you're going to sand it right off.
And if it's as old as ours was, it may have been sanded down a couple times.
It's true.
You may just be running out of wood in the first place.
Old like that, they don't have engineered hardwood.
No, you can get a few out of it when it's old like that. But some of them have had those few.
Yeah.
Grunge Grumpy, thank you for the kind words, and it's been fun for us to.
Where is that?
Well, you're losing it.
Oh my God!
You're running out.
So
you're
far
getting behind. It's been fun for us to experience all this new stuff.
It's been amazing. Yeah. So Gary Newman, yes, I heard that he's touring, but we are not in the United States, and the United States border is closed to us right now. They are not letting anybody in from Canada except for essential travel. And even if they were letting us in, our government, their quarantine rules for when you return from the United States are too prohibitive for us. We would not be able to afford it. So we can't travel outside of the province right now, not unless we plan to leave and never come back. So
can we say something in Croatian?
No, I don't know any Croatian.
Closest I can get is probably kako si.
What does that mean?
How are you?
Oh, okay. I can say a few things in Bulgarian still. Haircut 100.
Oh, that's going back a long ways.
Well,
Love plus one.
It's the 80s, he says.
Love plus one.
Hey,
remember.
Louie. Love plus one?
Yep.
Do I know that one?
I don't know. I know it.
Doesn't sound familiar. But what he was listening to in the 80s and what I was listening to in the 80s was not even close to the same.
You hair metal freak.
Oh, so Randy says, I can't imagine you not liking more Cynthia Birthday Massacre. I absolutely agree. You're probably right, because I love the Birthday Massacre. I'm really enjoying their stuff. The Last Goodbye. Oh, so he says what you said means, how are you?
Yep.
Oh, you were right. Very good. Dober.
Don't push it. It's been a long time.
Oh, okay. So that's really close to Bulgarian, because like good day is dober den, right? So it's close. There's probably a few words that are shared or at least similar between those languages, I think.
All right. Have we done a reaction to any Beatles music?
No. And we probably will never. Beatles music, like a lot of the old legacy music, is very, very tight on their copyright.
Not to mention, it would be hard to come up with a Beatles song I haven't heard.
And I never liked the Beatles. That's gonna get me some hate.
And she doesn't even like the Stones either.
Never liked the Beatles.
It's not like the Beatles versus the Stones divide. She's like a neither.
No, I am a no on both sides. That's true. Yeah, but no, I mean, there's a bunch. I know there's some reactors that have managed to get Beatles songs through, but I don't know what kind of hoops they jump through to do that. And it's more work than is worth it for us when we don't even really love it. So that's probably going to be a big no. So sorry. I know they're your boys, but that's not for us. I was touring in 2022, but we plan to be out of the country by then. Well, we're planning to move, so we might have to just try. Wait, okay. So when we move, though, one of our big plans is after we've settled to do a big European tour, like where we go and spend a month or two just traveling through Europe, all the different places we want to see, because we have a very large list of places we want to see. So what we'll probably do is time that so that we can catch some shows from some of our favorite artists.
Yeah.
We'll try to. I'm very good at organizing itineraries, so I have no doubt that I'll be able to find a way to make our progress through certain countries so we can catch certain artists at the right time. So
I've got the Renato Zero suggestion
okay,
noted.
very good. Reacted to Pink Floyd? No. No. The closest we've done is the Nightwish version of High Hopes.
Mm-hmm.
But Pink Floyd's another one of those ones that, like, we were saturated in Pink Floyd here for most of our childhood. So there's a lot of Pink Floyd that we've just already heard.
Yeah.
And they're another one that I don't know how they do with copyright, but a lot of the old, like, really big acts, they're really tight on their copyright. I like
Pink
to go
Floyd
by.
stuff does get through, at least some of the live stuff, but
Does it?
yeah.
No. Well, we go. We actually pay. One of our big channels that we watch is Rick Beato, and he talks a lot about copyright blocking and whatnot, and what kind of acts are bad for that and what kind aren't. So we pay attention to his list and try to avoid a bunch of them, because it really is. I mean, it takes us 15 or 20 minutes to record a video, and then it takes almost an hour to edit it, and then at least another half an hour to an hour to upload it to YouTube, and to go through, spend all that time, and then to have YouTube say, no, that's blocked and you can't put it up. It's
yeah, we don't like that.
No, we don't like that. So if we have an inkling that it's likely to get blocked, we'll usually just avoid it and not waste the time on it, to be honest. Every once in a while we'll put it up as a trial balloon anyway, because we just really want to do it that bad. But for the most part, no, we don't have that kind of time to waste, right? It's hard enough to keep to our schedule the way it is. So Latin Dad says, I've always wanted to start my own reaction channel to do a variety of music and TV shows and gaming. Advice to start off. Well, I don't know.
I'll give you some. A lot of people will say, oh, you need an angle. Like you'll see stuff like college professor reacts to this or whatever. Doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you have a personality, which is why I bring Ginger in. No, you know, don't get too gimmicky. That would be my first thought. But the other big thing is talk to somebody who's worked with the equipment and the software at least a little bit. And you know, you can talk to us. You look at our first couple of videos or first few weeks, they're like 720p and the lighting's terrible. And
yeah. The audio, we struggled for months.
Just talk to somebody, because you know, if you took 15 minutes with either of us, we could help you sort out a lot of this really elementary stuff, and it makes a huge difference.
Yeah,
a huge difference.
Yeah, and I mean the gimmicky stuff. You're right about it. Like our philosophy was we didn't want to get gimmicky, right? And it works. There's a lot of YouTubers out there that their gimmick works. They have a ton more subscribers than us, and they get a lot more traffic than us because they hit all those buttons. But I don't know, we're more on the side of just being authentic and genuine, and not really trying to, like, clickbait stuff is, I would never be good at it anyway, and it's always kind of annoyed me. So we try to avoid the clickbaity kind of stuff, but it does work for some people. I mean, another thing is
maybe that slows our growth somewhat, but
yeah,
I'd rather not be, you know, clickbaity.
Yeah.
Anyway, grow slower, more organically. That's
like we never started this so that we could become YouTube stars, right? Like who's that? Oh, PewDiePie and
these people with millions
and
of subscribers.
My daughter loves watching those guys, but like Like, we never imagined we'd even get to this level. And we never ever planned to get to that level at all. So it's like we didn't want to have to do all the things that some of those guys have to do to get where they're at, because it's not even what we did this for at all. This was just for us to do something cool together, and it's just happenstance that you guys all piled on, and it's been great that way. But like I would hate to flush that all down the toilet by becoming like tabloidy. Yeah, that's not our bag at all. We've never really been like that.
So I've made note of the frozen crown. Embrace the night.
Very cool. Another suggestion I put is to pick one. Like you've got a couple of things there: TV shows, gaming, and music. It would probably be best, at least to start, to just pick one, and you can branch out after once you start getting big, I guess. But like, we've had lots of people suggest to us start doing reactions to movies or like comedy routines, and I know there's a bunch of other reactors that we watch even that do that too. But like, I think we're gonna just stick to music. Music is our thing, and like that other stuff, I don't know. It seems a bit more of a distraction, at least for us. It would be so, and I know it's hard to get kind of a loyal following when you kind of scatter it all over the map, I think. So. And it would be a lot less complicated if you just stick to one to start with, at least until you start getting big enough that you feel like you can branch out.
I've got our favorite shirts by Haircut 100 noted.
Oh, groovy.
I don't think I know that one, so that'll be good.
So, favorite. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, thank you, Grunge. Hey, thank you for being like me, he says. So modest. I don't know if that's a compliment actually for him. Just joking. Yeah, see, Lad and Dad, he says, thanks, appreciate that. I'd probably just be myself, and people like it, then that's a bonus. It's exactly the attitude we went into doing this. And
yeah, we just didn't expect as many people to like us.
Right?
We're a little cynical on that front.
It's true. But yeah, it's the best way, right? Like, you'd be surprised how many people appreciate just being just a normal person, right? Like, I know there's lots of people that'll click through to see you do, like, we have sometimes get comments complaining we're not reacting quite the right way, right?
Now she's talking about me.
Well, not just you, me too, right? It's mostly him though. He gets most of the jabs for not reacting enough or whatever. But every once in a while, most of the time I ignore those comments because we try to not get into the negative here. But once in a while, I'll hit back and I'll say, well, if you want the dancing monkey, you can go to another channel, because that's not how we do things here, right? Like, we react. Do you want an honest reaction? Or do you want the dancing monkey, right? Because, sorry, it's not the way you expect, but if we just kind of made stupid faces because that's what you expect, well, we're not performers. That's not how we work.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not what a reaction channel should be anyway. That's fake. What, you want fake? There's lots of channels for that. Our channel's not going to be that way. So, and he's just a natural stoic. Right? Like, Mike's the kind of guy that needs stuff to wash over him, right? Like, he'll sit there and he absorbs it just patiently, and then his reaction comes at the end when he thinks about it for a little bit. It's just the way he works.
Let it soak in.
Yeah. Me, I'm totally reactive, but.
So we got a suggestion here to enjoy the silence live. I've seen that video about 1,000 times.
Which one? Enjoy the silence.
So I really, be hard pressed to react to that one, really.
And actually, we heard that Depeche Mode is really tight on their copyright too. I think we've actually even done a song of theirs that got blocked. So, but Depeche Mode is high on our list of all-time favorites for sure. As a band in general, they're amazing. So. I'm losing track of all the people in the comments. I'm sorry. I've been too much talking. Haley Williams from Paramore.
I've taken note.
Oh, groovy. He's keeping better track than I am.
Playing of dancing monkey reactors is true.
It is true. And we don't watch those ones. Like, okay, so not that anybody's ever asked, but just so you know, the ones that we watch Rick Beato. Love Rick Beato. We watch the Lost in Vegas guys. Love them. We watch JV TV.
Yep.
Absolutely love him. I love him. And Jamal, aka Jamal.
Yep. Just be a decent human.
Just be a good human.
Right.
Yeah, we love those guys. So those are I watch Chase Carson, but not a lot because a lot of the music that he likes to cover.
We want to react
stuff
to.
We want to react to too, so I got to hold back on some of that sometimes. But he's amazing too. It would be nice to see him get back to things. He's still kind of working through some of his family issues, sadly. But it'll be nice to see him get back on the horse if he ever does. So, Igor Silhumbing, I hope I said that right. They're a great singer and good song. Did you get that?
I think so.
Okay.
Yep. I missed the Igor
Thank
part.
you, AJ Jackson. We're a pretty awesome couple. We've been together for 15?
Since 2006.
Since 2006.
Early 2006.
15. Okay, so 15 years. And we still actually really like each other.
Can you blame me for liking her?
It's hard sometimes, I have no doubt. Right? I can be a very hard person to like. I'm very demanding and really mouthy. So.
You, mouthy?
It's true, but I work really hard, right? Like, there's always food on the table that's well prepared, and anything that needs fixing gets fixed. So.
It's true.
Thanks, Lad and Dad, for chatting. I guess this means you're leaving. Have a good night. Jamal is a great guy. Yes. Yeah, we like the ones
Love his attitude.
Love his attitude, right? Him and JV, we're big on them because they have really good, kind of super positive attitudes.
The fun thing is we can watch them and they almost never do stuff we don't already know. So it doesn't spoil our reactions for other things. It's like, oh, I wish I could react to that one, but I've known it for 35 years.
Yeah. It's true, actually, because we just recently, the other day, actually watched JV's reaction to Kylie Minogue's Can't Get You Out of My Head. I have not laughed that hard in a long time. And it's funny because I'm watching him and I'm thinking, this is exactly how I would have reacted to this song if it was my first time listening to it. But we've heard it so many times. It felt good to watch it fresh from his eyes. But it was... You guys got to check it out if you haven't. It was so much fun to watch.
I like the Guess Who. I do like some Guess Who and some solo Burton Cummings too. I grew up with that big time.
Yeah,
my mom was a fan.
Cummings, yeah.
I particularly like Come Undone by the Guess Who. That's my favorite one, I think. Stand Tall by Burton Cummings.
Stand tall, don't you fall. Yeah, that's the best approximation of Burton Cummings you're ever going to get from me. Just popped in to see a live band.
Nice.
I think he's talking about us.
No, just started now because I was out at a live band.
Oh,
kind of jealous.
What live band were you watching? Daniel Ryan loves the positive attitude and open-mindedness. Yeah, that's how we are. Very much so. Just, it's kind of, I mean, that's why most of the time you're not going to ever see us put up a song. Like, there's been a couple songs that we put on to do a reaction to, and we get partway through, and it's just really something we really don't like. We're just going to stop and not finish because we're not the kind of people that will put up a reaction video so we can trash the song.
Yeah, we're not going to trash it and we're not going to lie.
No, right? Like it would be, I mean, I'm sure lots
it's
of.
only happened once or twice.
Yeah, it hasn't been very many.
It's pretty rare. Like almost everything has got something we can enjoy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And we won't always, I mean, we're not always going to gush about it. Every once in a while we'll say something. It's like, oh, that's not really for me. But I always try to find something positive to say because God knows I can't play any instruments. He plays a couple, but not
dabble.
Not great.
I barely dabble.
And neither one of us can sing. So all of these people that we're reacting to have like a boatload more over us than we have. So I'm not going to just go and trash their work, even if it's something that I wouldn't like to listen to more than once.
Good night, Bart. Sleep well. Thanks for joining from the Netherlands.
Killer Dwarfs.
I remember the one video by those guys.
I remember the Killer Dwarfs.
Do we know Gorillas? Yes.
Yes. Oh, you like that one?
I like Clint Eastwood by Gorillas.
I don't like the Gorillas. Well, I don't like Clint Eastwood, I should say. Well, that's not true. I love Clint Eastwood. I don't like the song Clint Eastwood. I don't know what it is about it.
Daniel's comment, Stevie Nicks released a song last year. I've made note of that. I haven't heard of it. I haven't heard it. So I'll have to check that out. Love Stevie Nicks.
Yeah, Fleetwood Mac, though.
But this is Stevie solo and it's new.
We'll see.
We'll see.
I don't know.
But I'm going to definitely check it out.
Those
even if
legacy
we can't get a reaction.
Artists they're really fussy about their copyright. Do you ever come to Kitchener to watch the Blues Fest? No. We're not really huge blues fans, to be honest. Might be nice to do just for the experience.
Hook me up with a rib fest and we'll talk.
Rib fest now. Oh, yeah. We love going to rib fests. So if they have ribs there, we'll go. But yeah, blues isn't really a thing for us. There's been a few songs that we like, kind of bluesy tones, but a lot of blues is like a lot of jazz for me. It just goes on too long, right? Like, can be a little self-indulgent, I think. It's like that with a lot of prog stuff too, to be honest, right? And although I've mentioned before, Tool is my favorite band, and there's a lot of Tool that I love. Some of the really long stuff, like once your song gets to 11 minutes, even when you're my favorite band, it's like, okay, I'm done now. So,
John, thanks for joining from the UK.
Mm-hmm.
Have a good day at work.
Yes, enjoy.
And also the covers band of 70s and 80s. Endless Form's Most Beautiful was watching. Sounds like fun.
Oh, that would be very cool.
Do we like Pet Shop Boys? Yes.
Love the Pet Shop Boys. Yeah, I've had, back when I was my late teens, early 20s, their discography was one of my favorite CDs. It got played to death. AJ Jackson loves our ABBA reaction videos. It's tough to react to ABBA because we know so much of their stuff, but love them.
How can you not love ABBA?
Mm-hmm.
I think if you don't love ABBA, you really need to look deep in your soul and find what's wrong with you.
Yeah, who hurt you? Right? Like, I don't know. Do we know? The only person I think we know who doesn't like ABBA is your son.
Yeah.
But he's odd. He's a little bit unusual. So Daniel says Tool is one of his favorites. So you know what's funny about that? Okay, so I'm going to share something that's going to make people think I'm weird or something. But
well,
I mean, more weird than
not a wrong impression.
But Tool is one of my favorites. I have tons of their albums, and I've listened to most of everything they've done. But I know almost nothing from A Perfect Circle or Pucifer at all, right? Like I have one Perfect Circle song on my playlist,
yep.
And that's it. It's weird because they're practically the same bands, right? And I don't know why I've never been exposed to any of that. I haven't branched out to those two.
Bye, Jamie.
I have some friends that are Tool fans that think that's really weird, and I can understand why, but I can't explain it.
Oh, David's talking my language now. He brings up Trooper.
Oh, yeah, Jamie, don't forget to email me about barbecue.
Says Shua.
Yes, very good. Trooper, yeah. Oh,
I think that's a girl, Jamie. That's
it is a girl.
That's Jamie. An awful small icon from here.
It's a girl. Yeah, you know what? Like I said, that Perfect Circle song that I have, it's Judith. That I found it from that movie with Kate Beckinsale. Can't remember the name of the movie, but anyway, yeah, I love Judith, so I would love probably everything they did. I just never listened to anything else. I don't know. Yeah, I know there's lots. I've been missing out on it. I'm gonna have to start branching out. But one problem is he really doesn't like it. So I had to listen to it when it's just me. So
And with COVID, it's never just you.
it's pretty close. But whenever I do construction, so the rule in the house is when Ginger pulls out the tools and has some housework to do construction wise, the music is mine.
Yep.
And then he has to listen to all that. It's
So AJ wants to know if we remember our very first albums. Easy for me. I bought Weird Al in 3D. That was a 1983.
We're huge
1984.
Weird Al fans in this house. Huge Weird Al fans. Absolutely.
To this day, Nature Trail to Hell is probably my favorite Weird Al song.
Mm-hmm. My first one, oh my God. Yeah, I do remember which one it is. Don't laugh now. It was Samantha Fox.
Sorry, you said not to laugh, but I laughed.
It was Samantha Fox. Yeah, it was the very first cassette I bought with my own money. And yeah, I played it to death, actually. I really liked that one. That was, oh God, I think it was 13. I had a subscription to Columbia House, if anybody who's old enough to remember what Columbia House was. So I bought the Samantha Fox, and then I signed up for Columbia House and got a whole slew of things after that. So, but yeah. Jamie says, yes, she's the woman. Yeah, I could tell from your picture.
I could barely see the picture.
Well, in the comments section, I've seen before. So Perfect Circle released Eat the Elephant. Can you type that down? Not for a reaction, because I know you don't want to do that, but because I will seek it out on the Spotify for my next construction job. Yeah. Matt Minglewood is a good Cape Breton guitarist.
White and nerdy.
Love the White and Nerdy. Oh my God. I love that one.
Donny Osmond makes that video.
He really does. For those of you who haven't watched the video for White and Nerdy, you got to look it up because it's hysterical. Donny Osmond at the end is amazing. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, yours is Nature Trail to Hell. My favorite Weird Al. I know you know this one. Come on now.
Your favorite Weird Al? Foil.
It is Foil. I identify with that song so much. My whole family has called me the Tinfoil Hatter for so many years.
Was that Bob Segarini?
One of my uncles bought me my first CD. Pink Floyd's The Wall. Ooh, that
Nice
goes
one.
back. Yeah. Actually, oh no, we have Dark Side of the Moon on album.
Yeah, The Wall's
vinyl.
on CD.
Yeah. Sex Pistols. Oh, wow. That goes back too. Never mind the bollocks. So you got to tell them it's your Sex Pistols story.
So Midgear was working at a music shop in Glasgow, I think he said.
Yeah. So when we saw Midgear live, he told this story. That's why we know it.
Yeah, and it was the kind of place where if touring bands had issues or whatever, they would pop in and borrow equipment and whatnot. But somebody came in and told him he needed to go see this guy about something. So he goes out and there's this limo or something, right? And he gets in and some dodgy looking guy offers him to be in a band. And Midge says he hadn't heard me play and nothing. It was just like he liked his look and wanted him in the band. It turns out later it was Malcolm McLaren and it was the Sex Pistols. He was trying to get him to join, but Midge turned him down.
He turned him down because he's like, this guy looks
This
too
is a
sketchy.
weirdo. He doesn't know anything about how I can play.
So Midgear was almost in the Sex Pistols. So AJ says he saw Sam Fox in Edinburgh.
Nice.
Yeah, I wonder what she looks like now. She was super white hot back in the day. I had a gigantic girl crush on Samantha Fox. I've always really liked blondes. Let's see. Leonard Skinner. Oh, never been a fan of them, but CCR I love. My dad used to love them. So I heard a lot of them when I was a kid.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Oh yeah, Devin. We haven't done a Devin Townsend in a while, actually. First rock concert was Alice Cooper.
Wow.
Oh, I bet that was an experience. That's another one that I never got into. Alice Cooper, Ozzy Osbourne, like all those. I grew up with those around, and they were just never my bag. I don't know why.
Oh, my dear, we're pushing an hour and a half.
Oh, wow. It is an hour and a half. Holy cripey.
So much fun talking to all you guys and reading the comments. And Well, I got a list, 33 entries on
Oh
it
my
now.
goodness, we
got
now we
some
have to
work.
go do some
Got
recording.
some work cut out for us.
Yeah,
So
but
let's wrap this.
yeah, thanks for coming out, guys. It was good for us, right? Like a whole year. It's been amazing how fast that all went.
Yeah, for sure.
I haven't gone and counted, but we've got to be over 600 or 700 videos on our channel by now. And it's amazing that y'all keep coming out for this stuff. So
You chip away at Jim's list.
no, I don't know if I'll ever catch up.
Dude, your list is scattered across multiple comments on many
Ridiculous.
videos.
It's good though. It's good. Like I
It
screen
is.
cap all the comments, and so I go through
hard
the
to keep track
screenshots on my
that way.
phone. Anyway,
You're going to inevitably be disappointed because there's no way we're catching.
Oh, we're
them.
not getting all of them, that's for sure. I got a few though. But thank you guys for coming out for the chat. It's been nice. And keep the suggestions coming.
Absolutely.
We can't get to all of them. We really can't. Like we get probably 100 suggestions a day. And that's just not going to be possible. But we do try to get to as many as we can. We like to cherry pick through the suggestions. Most of what we do now is suggestions from you guys. So very little that we just kind of pick on our own.
Once in a while, the attack of the algorithm, and that's about it.
So you're the fuel for this channel, right? So
you're training our algorithm.
It's true.
It really is.
So thanks for that, guys. We'll see you again more later. We'll do another live chat in a couple weeks probably. But otherwise, see you out there. And